Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Crucible League is upon us. We're getting ready to start. But first, I need to figure out what ascendancy class I am playing. So in my last video, I went through what I would start on each ascendancy class and allowed you all to vote in the comments of that video. And we received 13 vouchers for Necro, 2 for Raider, 3 for Berserker, 3 for Saboteur, 10 for Guardian, 4 for Assassin, 3 Ascendants, 2 Deadeye, 2 Gladiator, 5 Slayer, 1 Trickster, 1 Champion, 3 Occultist, 3 Chieftain, 1 Hierophant, 1 Inquisitor, and 2 Elementalist. 0 votes for Jug or Pathfinder. Now, originally, I have on this, all of the Ascendancy classes had a wedge of their own, just for the class existing, but as I'm looking at this, a class that only got 1 vote, like Trickster, has 2 wedges on it. I am going to go through and remove all of the base classes, so something like Jug or Pathfinder that didn't get any votes won't have any possibility of spotting on the wheel. So let me do that real quick. Okay, so now everybody's votes have much larger weight in things. I'm very surprised at the number of people who really want to see me outside of my comfort zone, and like the most meta builds that I could have had were the Bone Shatter Jug and the Toxic Rain Pathfinder, and y'all don't want to see me play meta stuff, so that's cool. It's exciting for me because I like to explore things. So one last thing I want to do here is add a vote for myself, which is going to be Raider, because of course it is. So to kind of prove that I'm not cheating on this, once the login queue starts going down, I'm going to shuffle this so they're not in like big blocks, and to like get a full shuffle of the wheel, and then I'm going to spin while the queue is going down. And then that's how I will decide what ascendancy I will be playing. It should be fun, but there is a pretty wide spread of what you all would like to see me play. So this is a fun way to leave it up to RNG, and the waiting is what the waiting is, and we will see. It will be fun regardless of what rolls here. So my goal for this league is, one, I want to make a Slayer Lionized Glare build in SSF, and beyond that, I just want to explore a bunch of builds, do stuff I haven't. I'm not going to commit to like 1 build a week. That might be pushing it a little bit too hard, but I want to play a bunch of different characters this league, not do anything too crazy. And what you're getting out of these videos, if you're newer to the channel, is I'm probably going to play for somewhere between 8 and 10 hours, and then I'm going to edit that video down and to what you will get here to try and make it as consumable as possible, basically giving you what a 8 to 10 hour live stream would be, edited down as compactly as possible. I don't have the ability to live stream, or else I would. I know a lot of you are interested in seeing me do that. Hopefully one day in the future I will have the opportunity to do that, but this is the best that I can do for the time being. Okay, queue is officially moving, so we click the shuffle button, so that mixes everything up. We are going to full screen it and spin. Oh boy, what's it gonna be? Chieftain Volcanic Fissure Totems is what I am going to be league starting with. Right on. The RNG has decided. With only 3 slices on the wheel, Chieftain got pretty lucky there, I'd say. Alright, wow. I was really thinking I was probably headed into Absolution or VD Necro, since those were had the most, but that's the fun of it. Okay, create solo self-bound Crucible League Marauder. It erupts everywhere. Alright, I haven't used Volcanic Fissure before. I didn't touch it at all last league, so it's going to be new for me. And I also haven't done anything with Earthbreaker Totems, which is why I selected this for Chieftain. Okay, no Volcanic Fissure here. Molten Strike is most on theme. I'll go with that. Ooh, okay, and here's our first Crucible. Let's grab some defenses here real quick. Rusk Sash. Okay, select item. My club. Click and hold to spawn monsters. I can go back to it. I want to build it. Okay, unlock the passive. But how do I start it? Do I run out of the circle? Okay, is this gonna wreck me? They're kind of tanky. What? No, this is not looking good. Come on, kill something. I need flasks. I'm bleeding. That's bad. grip. Now, does that end it? No, I can just keep fighting them, I guess. Yeah, I do not think I have what it takes to fight this stuff. All right, we'll try again later. I'm guessing Volcanic Fissures, probably a level 12 gym. And get it Merville's Caverns. So I guess first I go for Hail Rake so I can have an Ancestral Call on this. There we go. Can I use Molten Strike? I don't have sockets. There's the Ancestral Call. I can't use that till level 4 though. These things still here. How about now? I have an extra life flask. That bleed though, it hurts. I killed some things. Okay, there we go. Unlock Crucible passive tree. Complete Crucible encounter. Alright, so passive tree. Right click to view. Adds 2 to 6 physical damage. Reduce attack speed with crit chance and then +2 weapon range on here. I mean, it technically made it better. The next one I'm not so sure on. Magic boots, no movement speed, but kind of an upgrade. I have armor pieces in here, so the Roas are not going to absolutely destroy me. Level 4 means Ancestral Call. So now I don't have to be on top of stuff to hit them. And an Alk already. Oh yeah, getting that Ancestral Call is huge. Like I can actually kill stuff here. But I think I probably hold off on the Crucible till I have a weapon probably worth dying 4 or 5 times for. Okay, a rare plate vest. It technically opens up the weapon slot. I don't know. I probably keep it. Having the armor and evasion's better, I think. Next options. Decoy Totem, Ancestral Protector, Molten Shell. Molten Shell got mega nerfed. So I'd definitely rather have Steel Skin. I'll do Ancestral Protector. Oh, and here's the Steel Skin. Good. Okay, this, I have a Blacksmith. Has physical damage and accuracy on it. Another mace. We can throw this in. And since I got the passive tree on this, it's technically better than this sword that's rolled. Okay, so now I need to see if I can upgrade this tribal club. This one splits off. Okay. I don't know how worth it is to throw all that out there, but they're so tanky. Cool. I think I got it. So you don't have to defeat them all. Okay, so we got 4 to 6 fire damage, and there's more accuracy on it, and then bleeding duration. Okay, very interesting. Yay, a medium mana flask. Really need that. Okay, rare stone axe. Maybe? Okay, so I have to put this on, I guess, if I want to crucible it. Okay. No, I'm very stuck. Steel Skin, save me. No, it's like there's a magic enemy here with extra chaos damage or something. Yep, that is the case. Finally, come on. Okay, so what do we have here? 20% increased global damage, base crit chance, attack speed, weapon range. My GPS says 72. Goes up to 100 without a ruthless. Well, it's probably the play. Oh, of course. There's more of these enemies. Oh yeah, definitely liking this axe better. It's doing some damage. So this has the tree on it, but it doesn't sell for anything more than it would, being a white weapon. Okay, so can I select this and then, I guess, not level it all the way to the attack speed? Just give me a little bit. Yeah, and then leave. Oh! Okay, so there's some, like, ice spear nonsense going on with these guys. Okay, this weapon does some damage, though. Maybe next time I can get it to the next level. Wait, I can just select this item? It's in my inventory? Okay. We try and level this up, though. No! Ice spear is very dangerous with no res. A large mana flask, though. Wrecked. Okay, here we go. 8% increased attack speed on this. That's pretty huge. Okay, and you can press Alt and see them. Here I can take Life Tap, get faster attacks here now. Melee Splash, added fire damage. I think I need the added fire damage. I don't have a 3-link red though. What else is in here? The Earthbreaker support is here. I'm gonna need that. Because I want to go right into the totems if I can. Actually, it's probably really not going to be good until multiple totems. That's an Act 4. Oh, I have 2 chromes. Let's see. Nope. No. It gave me a blue. I can't use combustion unless I have some int. Not the worst thing to have. I'll go ahead and buy it. So there is 20 int on versatility, which is movement speed and accuracy. I'll go ahead and grab that. That'll allow me to use combustion. Okay, this last one seems like it's going to take a lot more XP. I think I maxed it out. Luckily for the Steel Skin, can give me bleed immunity for little bits of time, but stuff feel like it's getting really good XP too. That's why I'm almost level 11 here in the lower prison. Okay, combustion goes in. What is this? Wow. Okay, that's a weapon upgrade potential. I think I try and upgrade that next. I don't know that I need the melee strike range too bad at this point. I just dropped Kinetic Bolt, almost got excited. I played way too much Ruthless last league. Actually, I haven't played the real game since like the first 4 days of last league. I wonder if I enter the Warden's quarters here, then go back. If I die trying to forge a weapon, will I go to there? Gotta be this. We gotta unlock this tree. Oh wow, and there's a devourer that is probably causing these explosions all over the place. I see the combustion went off. The icon at the top showed the fire. What do we got here? 4 to 9 fizz damage. I mean, okay, let's see what's here. Base crit chance, reduced attribute requirements, or speed chance to gain a frenzy charge. What? I mean, it's probably better to just do this. Because a single target, I don't need the ancestral call. Alright, I think Brutus is about to just fall over here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hits. Seems good. I'm a fan. Leap Slam. That would probably be good to have. Okay, so this is where I upgrade the Frenzy Charge. Yep. I don't know if it filled all the way. I mean, I definitely maxed out the Crucible here. Cold Res is hurting me more than anything here. Rip. Oh, I should probably put the Ancestral Call back in because I swapped this for the boss. That'll probably help. They've all got different abilities I've not seen before. Some like delayed cold snap, throwing these cold projectiles. So there's going to be stages now to finding out if a weapon's actually better. Like, I could get a weapon that is close to this, but does it have Frenzy Charge on kill on it? Probably not. +2 melee strike skill range there. I probably just grab all res. So now I can skip the crucibles until I find a weapon that has a chance to be better, at least for leveling. And all the normal stuff I'm just walking up to and it falls over. The crucible monsters are just way harder, way more dangerous. All right, here it is. Volcanic Fissure. Slam the ground, creating a winding fissure that deals area damage while traveling outwards. When it reaches the target location, it erupts, releasing a burst of molten projectiles. Requires axe, mace, scepter, staff, or unarmed. And no swords. Axe, mace, scepter, or staff. Alright, and that just replaces Volcanic Fissure for now. I need gloves and boots with red sockets. Here we go, some gloves. So now I can grab a Vitality, and I'll grab an Enduring Cry, and I'll use this Essence on here. More accuracy, sure. Okay, I don't need Ancestral Call anymore. Where did the added fire damage go? Here we go. Volcanic Fissure. Nice. Okay, so I can target it at a location. It looks like I can target it pretty far. Yeah, melee in Path of Exile. Hahaha. Hey, in Exile. Get wrecked. Boots, no movement speed, but red sockets. It's like Molten Strike, just I don't have to hit a target for it to work. I want to know, like, does the fissure do damage? So if I were to, like, yeah, it does. So the fissure does do damage. Cool. I don't know that I want to commit to two-handed, because I think you can get an additional... I mean, there's a bunch of cool shields and stuff for totems. It could go towards fire. I think I just keep going where I'm headed down here. Grab Robust, have even more life regen, more resists. Push out here, and I guess push through Juggernaut, or I could push through Barbarism and then start working my way up and start finding totem stuff on my way to Ancestral Bond, because this is going to be a totem build in the it. Totem nodes here. Yeah, it seems like it should be fine. We'll push up there. Wait, did I just see this thing turn a corner? Oh, it actually wrapped around here. That's crazy. The skill is so powerful. Just one shot in magic packs, and like maybe my weapon's crazy? Oh, we're gonna give me a movement shrine into Mervale. We'll take out this thing. Ambrosia takes 4 hits. Well, I'm sorry, Mervale. It's not looking good for you today. I'm only 2 linked. I don't have to move closer. I can aim further away and it'll target and deal damage to Mervale. Oh, it's gonna be so great when I have 4 of these totems out. Then I can drop a Searing Bond and run around in circles on top of the enemy. What I think's gonna be happening here. Ooh, I have a fusing. What do you got for me? Relink. So what is my 3rd link here? I guess Ruthless for now? You know what? Let's go get the totem. Could be Life Tap. I'll get a Life Tap just for my Leap Slam. Earthbreaker. I think it's definitely going to be too slow for me to stick with right now. Only being able to use 1 totem. But let's see what it can do. Alright, here we go. I mean, it's doing some work. It lasts a good little while. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Alright, so yeah, for now, Ruthless in for Earthbreaker. And I'll keep smashing the stuff myself just to get us going. And I don't have a weapon to upgrade, so I think I just blast through Act 2 real quick. Man, this guy's normally so tanky. He's frick. But I don't need to pick up the knockback support. Don't need it. Actually, I do need to know. Alright, we're going to use the Earthbreaker again for a second. Is it going to get me frenzy charges? It's an on-kill thing, so only 6% chance. I should also pay attention to see if the totems get the frenzy charge instead. I have increased area of effect with melee skills. Interesting. So technically, if I didn't go Ancestral Bond, being near them is still giving me Ancestral buff, giving me big AoE. So let's say I were to remove something here. Remove the life tap, and then throw in Molten Strike with my Ancestral Call. Then I can drop the Volcanic Fissure Totem, and then I Molten Strike. While that's happening, I mean, sure, lots of balls. So I guess it's an ancestor totem. Okay then, so if I got the totem nodes down here and Opticon, increases buffs of ancestor totems, so that would give me the accuracy. But if I go for Ancestral Bond, how do I gain frenzy charges? What does that say? Area of effect with melee skills. So it wouldn't be an area of effect that I could use with the War Cry, for example. No, I kind of like the idea of dropping my totems down and kind of hurting the enemies for them. Just actually not being able to deal damage. I think this is a unique item, this red beast. Wow. That is a lot of rare stuff. I think I have to go with the Ancestral Bond thing. Then I can do the Searing Bond nonsense that I was thinking about. And we just go for it and make it work. Oh wow, my stash tabs know their affinities now? Okay, maybe not the gym one. I don't like that one carried. It's cool. I found a +1 cold wand. Pretty garbage, but that's something that I can Crucible, I think? Yeah, this wand, just to see what can roll on something. Oh, it's not a melee weapon here. Okay, lots of lightning balls on this. Forged Orb Elemental. Shard Elemental? Oh, definitely be easier if I had the Volcanic Fissure, not the Totem. Totem cannot survive this damage, and Molten Strike is pretty bad. Oh no, it's a long way to run back. Oh, it put me at the Ascendancy Trial. Actually, I think I unlocked it. Did I unlock this? Yes. Run. I don't want to fight this stuff. They move too quickly, and I am taking way too much lightning damage. So what do we got here? Flat lightning spells, increased lightning damage taken, 8% to quality, spell crit chance. Item sells for additional unique goat's horn. Interesting. Okay, so maybe there is some... Okay, well, this is a goat's horn, so maybe it has to be the item of the unique type that you're looking for. Maybe I can get my Lionized Glare that way. Obviously, Herald of Ash. Okay, so I need to know. We need 2 Yohama's Fortress unique. Is an Ebony Tower Shield. Oh, this gives me blood magic though? Ooh, it gives an additional totem. This, if I had blood magic, I wouldn't have to use life tap to make skills cost. The issue then becomes life reservation. This is an Ebony Tower Shield. I need to be looking for Ebony Tower Shields, and then I could make one of these potentially. Ooh, replica? What is a replica? Additional brand. I feel like this setup that I have right now is pretty solid because Molten Strike benefits from area of effect to cause the balls to overlap, and then you have the Volcanic Fissure Totem that gives you the area of effect, so I like it increases the effectiveness of me slinging balls everywhere. Armor Mastery. Oh man, I never moved myself. There we go. 1 armor per 2 strength. That's pretty cool. +1 all res with armor on everything. Pretty nice too. I don't think I need to take any of those yet though. Yeah, I forgot about that beast. Oh, I didn't get all the rare creatures, but it is a unique item, so I guess I'll get it here. Level 15. Couple boots options there. What we got? Oh, well, okay. Lycosity? All right, we throw it in the forge. I mean, I'm probably about to start using this. I need to look for a one-handed weapon now. That's nuts. Of all the things, my first unique item is, it's a Lycosity. Wow. So I have to put this on, I think. And I feel like it's been years since I've seen one of those. Actually have one? You cannot forge a Crucible passive skill tree onto a unique item here. Oh, this is only in the... That's okay. So assuming that I am blood magic totem build, I think I'd probably kill all of the bandits. So we got global phase damage, physical damage reduction, life regen. I think I kill him for the passives. Okay, here there's 10% more max life you have at least 10 or 6 life masteries allocated. So if I get all of the masteries, that could be something to think about. Another one here. What do we got? Socketed melee gems. There's attack speed, skill effect duration, cooldown recovery rate, minus 3% crit chance, big multi, a lot of int. Not amazing. Not an amazing axe either, but worth checking. What about a one-hander? I guess I'll try that next. Hey, unique Bloodthorn. And another one. Ooh, this is good. Intimidate nearby enemies. Some all-res. Pretty big. Ooh, I think I found a new weapon. Like, I'm probably staying two-hand for a minute. I can just swap to that now. Oh yeah, that's huge damage upgrade. No more frenzy charges though. Ooh, and finally movement speed on some boots. It's also down a red socket. I have no jeweler's orbs. And I buy jeweler's orbs. Yes, I can. Okay, take the mastery for skills cost life instead of 30% mana cost. So they still cost mana, but I guess 30% of it is now life. Does it say on here? Yeah, 6 mana, 3 life. Cool. Okay. What's it gonna be here? I have the survivability to handle these now. Damage is not great against these enemies, but I'm not dying. What do we got? 5 to 10 cold damage. Allocates Bone Breaker. That's pretty dope. It's something. It's not amazing though. And I think that's what's awesome about this league. Like, the good weapons aren't always good weapons. I think it's going to do a lot to extend the, life of your characters before you feel finished with them. Unless you're playing Poisonous Concoction, in which case you just don't get that stuff. What does my accuracy look like? 94? It's not the worst. I'm really tempted to take Resolute Technique if I'm going to be using these two-handers. Superior Static Strike. Allocates Bone Breaker. 12% AoE. 30% damage. Alright, Vol time. I swapped out my Ancestral Call for Life Tap for this one. And we're doing some damage. Totem can tank the Vol Slam and bait Vol Slams. Can I tank it? Yeah, with no endurance charges even. Alright, easy peasy. Vol. Double Axe. That is a lot of damage. Maybe it's worth investigating what's on that one. Path of Exile Crucible hit a new record of 321,000 concurrent players, beating previous record by over 50,000. Huge! Oh wow, I completely skipped. I always skip this skill. Now, City of Sarn should be a good place to snatch up these forges, unless they thought about that and it's not going to be here. Oh, here it is. It's to the right of the waypoint. Oh no, the lightning balls again. I don't like these. My lightning res is 39%. That's not enough. These things are ridiculous. They just run away from you constantly. Like, there's still 2 more of them. Like, I can't even swing more than once, and then it's, like, out of range. A little bit obnoxious. Okay, what do we got? Flat lightning damage. Crit chance. Reduced attack speed. 20% chance to deal double damage. Nope, that's not it. Life, all res, cold res ring. Sure. I just need some lightning, which is on that. Not bad. In there. Okay, here. Now what? Infernal Cry is pretty insane. Vulnerability, punishment, anger. I want flammability. Is that even an option that I get here? It is. Level 1 requires 37 intelligence. Oof. Okay, I still got this coral amulet on. Dex int. Amulet. That's worth using an Alcon. 8 all attributes. Okay, now I got a flammability. Haste gem. Probably worth grabbing and holding on to. A Vol Haste would work without any investment, really, with Blood Magic and Ancestral Bond. Okay, Solar Flask here. Onslaught, reduce duration, immunity to chill, freeze, curses, and stuns during effect. I mean, that's probably something worth having. The duration's pretty awful on it, but sure. Physical is extra fire damage. Let's go. And then we get past a point here. Another 10% Phys extra fire. I could have just connected this here instead of going the long way around. What happens when you don't plan out your passive tree, but it's also okay because we can fix it. See, I also got 2 refund points here. Can I remove this? I can't. Those points can take Resolute Technique. And I have access to int and dexterity here. I'm gonna get this reduced cost of skills. Tireless. Volatile Dead. Nope. Wow. That's a staff. +1 chaos with chaos dot multi? What? My thought process is identify the staff. Maybe it can be the weapon upgrade, but that's strange. Take the Lapis Amulet. Accuracy for fire res. Probably not. Iron Scale boots. Lots of extra chaos damage during any flask effect. Now, I don't have much flask duration uptime, so that's probably not for the best. First of all, side area, boss gets wrecked. I don't have a way to remove corrupting blood. Curious Determination does not remove corrupting blood. You got a Vol Molten Strike. Wait, there's a Vol Molten Strike? Vol Discipline, Vol Double Strike. Vol Molten Strike, though, put it in. What does it say it does? Infuses your melee weapon, molten energies. The attack causes balls of molten magma to launch forth, causing... Isn't that like the exact same thing? Projectiles chain 8 times. Can't be evaded. Projectiles can chain when impacting the ground. Okay, let's see what this does. Okay, it launches lots of balls. I did not hit anything. You know what? We'll kill Cole. I got lots of life recovery. Oh, let's hit him with the Vol one. Okay. I like the Vol Molten Strikes. Gotta be like clear room if it goes in the right direction, I guess. It can stack up multiple uses though, so lab time, we got portals, sword shield, have fire res, have decent armor, it'd be just fine. Damage isn't the worst. And I got the Vol skill. Defeat Izaro. Why would it tell me I failed that? And I'm not even in the empowered in-game lab. Ooh, a 4-link that might be usable. I got an axe upgrade. It's faster, does more damage. Oh, does it? No, okay. It's not that simple because my current weapon allocates Bone Breaker. 648, 698. So it is an upgrade. Ooh. Don't want to forget the crafting recipe. I failed it again. I maybe should have killed the portals. My totem is just getting annihilated. I'm not too worried about dying because I have so much regen, but I can't just run around and let the totem do work in here because it dies. Yeah, even the Vol Molten Strike doesn't clear the room. That was with a weapon upgrade. 40% physical damage converted to fire. It seems like it'd be good. I guess, what is Volcanic Fissure doing? 60%, and then Molten Strike is also 60%. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the rest of the conversion. That will make my flammability more effective. War-linked double axe. What do we got? Golden lightning damage. And it's a lot of flat damage on there. It could be better. 823? No, 724 to 459. Okay, no. Yeah, I guess so much of my damage is coming from the Fizz extra from the tree and the Herald of Ash. Alright, here we go. Zaro, almost there. I've been able to focus as Zaro so far. Feels kind of scary barricading myself in this corner with all these enemies in here, but I don't think I've dropped below half life even. There we go. Okay. Jewelry, another shadow axe, word of frost on kill, sure, and then chieftain time. Okay, so what do we want here? Fizz converted to fire, 100% Fizz is extra fire for 4 seconds every 10. So it's effectively 40% Fizz is extra fire. Or 15 fire pin. I already have the conversion. Increased effect of buffs your ancestor totems grant while active. That's pretty substantial too. Totem damage leached to me. That might be a play eventually. I think the play right now is the fire pin. Okay, this is a big chest upgrade. Lots more armor. This ring on, and I need to go craft lightning res somewhere. Why not on the chest? And the ring. Okay, so that should be good. Cover me through Act 5. Right now, before I do Dominus, I need to Crucible this new axe. Actually, I should look to see if I can even craft anything on it. Prefix, flat fizz. Okay, well, since the Scepter of God is like 3 layers of the same zone, finding the Crucible in here is not the simplest thing. Ooh, I found it. Okay. Yay, the lightning balls. Totem does not like the lightning damage either. Come on. Stuff's so tanky. It's insane. Okay, it gave it to me. I'm out. The last 3 can stay. Do not care. Those lightning ball things are obnoxious. We got 1 to 16 lightning damage. Accuracy. Chance to deal double damage if strength is below 100. Or we go 9% attack speed into a Reaper's Pursuit. Interesting. Alright, Dominus time. Okay. Damage is good. Totem stays alive. Oh yeah. Big damage. Curse off. Yeah, I just want to run around and like curse stuff and place totems. Eventually we'll get there. Dominus. Oh, I am capped lightning res now. I should be. I could probably tank that. I can tank that. Yeah, hit me. Yeah, not even half. Alright. Dominus, get melted. Easy peasy. Still on 3 links as well. Wow, my totem just gets destroyed. Well, I'm also kind of getting destroyed here. Okay, attack speed is unlocked. I don't know that Reaper's Pursuit's gonna be better than this. It gets rolled very well. And I'm not going to be able to Crucible the unique weapon. New boots, more movement speed, more armor. 68% physical damage reduction estimated at this point with no determination. I like it. Whirling Shadow Axe. I guess I can Crucible that Shadow Axe before even attempting to craft something on it to know if it's worth my investment. All right, what do we got this time? Yep, we got the lightning orbs. Oh my god, these enemies are so stupid. I hate it. They just run away constantly. Like once I finish chasing this one down across the entire zone, then I gotta go fight the other 4. Oh, that wasn't enough. Gotta go get another one. I mean, the music is cool. That's awesome. Needs to be done. Nope. Gotta kill the rare one. Oh, I got it. Defeat a rare Crucible monster. Oh my god. And what did we get for that? We got flat lightning damage and a crit chance, reduced movement speed, 8% quality. Okay. Okay, yeah, here's our first comparison to that nonsense just happened. Oh, that one's dead. That one's dead. Oh, here's this one. Oh, it's dead. Cool. I bet I could kill Duresso at all of its phases faster than I could kill that rare enemy. And it didn't have, like, anything crazy on it. Oh, absolutely I can kill this thing faster. Oh, dead. Alright, made it to Comb. Still kind of fuming inside a little bit about how long I had to fight that ball and got nothing for it just to see what was on the weapon. And Comb dies just as easy and even use the ball skills. Throw more balls. Massive Tree. I'm now up here near Ancestral Bond. I don't know that I'm going immediately after that, but what I really want up here is the Totem Life, Totem Ellie Res, Totem Duration off of this. So I'm trying to get that, and then I'll probably grab Ancestral Bond just to see. I have to beat Piety, though, before I can have the multiple totems. We're almost there, though. Piety time. Okay, Piety down. Now, I still don't have a 4-link, so if I want to get the additional totems, I'd have to drop the added fire currently. Might be able to find or create something, though. I haven't been checking vendors. I've just been cruising. Okay, multiple totems, +2 to the totals. Good. Let's see here. I have 2 fusings. I try and link the axe. Nope. No. Okay, I think I just put it in here for the added fire. Maybe even drop the Ancestral Call at this point. So I got a bunch of bosses coming up. Oh yeah. Fountains of Fire. Yeah. This is gonna be fun. Once it all comes together, they're doing work. And keep them summoned, and then I guess I can curse, and I can war cry and try and bait attacks, and it looks awesome. Oh, I like it. So now I wonder, so Ancestral Bond says you can't deal damage with skills yourself. Now, if I had something like Scorching Ray that I used, would it not do damage but still apply the debuff? And then I could have a Scorching Ray that I used myself with all my totems out, and I can cast while channeling my flammability. That could be cool. Okay. Malachi down. Now this is probably the fight where the totems just are gonna die. They have to be fairly close to the target. Their range definitely isn't as good as it is when I was casting the Volcanic Fissure. Like, it's working. It's absolutely working. 3-link with a decent weapon. I feel like my weapon's pretty solid for where I'm at. Alright, get him. He stays still for large portions of time. Oh, and the totems can take that slam. Oh yeah. And I could technically already have a Searing Bond, because Searing Bond, you can place one of those down past your totem limit, and then I'd be getting all that extra fire dot off those. Then I can add in my Molten Strike in there. Casting the multiple totems and moving them around is actually draining all my mana, and I haven't really been utilizing my mana much at all. So much that I've already dropped the mana flask. Oh yeah. Getting melted, Malachi. Oh, Vol Caustic Arrow, Vol Fireball, Vol Lightning Trap. Oh yeah, getting that minion life. They can take some spell damage now at least. Totems. Wow, there's a helmet. That's worth holding on to. +1 minion gems, life accuracy, and double res. Okay, here's a 4-link helmet that I might be able to get 3 reds on. There we go. So if I had a green gem linked to this, what would it be? Faster attacks? I don't even know if I can get that, because the skill gem here levels. Yeah, that's leveled to level 10. Let's see what rolls on this. Life, strength, cold res. That's an upgrade. Okay, I went at it again. We got all reds. Even better. Put the ancestral callback and give it the added fire damage. Ooh, now that this is 4-link though, I might need to start thinking about bringing a mana flask back in. Honestly, the silver flask is not doing much for me, so we can probably just drop that. 4-link great mallet, bellslinger. My brain's just wired to think now that a gem dropping on the ground is something that's just really insane. I think I'm just gonna take these other nodes here and give it 6% attack speed. It's pretty solid for a single node, and they're definitely slow. Whoa, this node has increased effective consecrated ground you create now. Interesting. Another unique. The Storm Heart. Really slow. Decent fizz damage on it though. I don't think that would work here. Wonder if Avarius will stay still enough for the totems. Like, they're doing really well, I think. I wonder about proc shields, if they gotta be inside of the bubble. Probably. I wonder if there's a weapon mod that can give me an additional totem, like on the extra passives. Because right now, I know I can get the additional one from the shield, Tukahama's Fortress, and I can get an additional one from Ancestral Bond. And then I can throw a Searing Bond on top. I'm trying to figure out how I can get 6 of these actual volcanic fissures. Okay, I have to get a recovery mastery if I want nearby enemies to have reduced life regen. I might just go for that right now. More life regen's fine. Like, I need to be able to just like take hits and survive. I'm a little bit scared of going in the ancestral bond because I just don't know if I have it all quite figured out, though I'm trying to play this as though I'm just letting the totems do the work. I also didn't do the library quest, and I want to get to Act 6 before I start messing with things. 4-link chest. If this works out right, I should only need the 1 6-link for the totems. Ooh, a jewel. Definitely gotta be Crimson Jewel. Lightning res. No. Enemies 50% reduced life regeneration. Good. Okay, so yeah, this enemy's about to have consecrated ground, and I'm gonna be able to do a little bit of something about that just by standing here. Easy. It's crazy. These guys are getting up into yellow maps, level 78. I'm here just finishing Act 5. It's very weird to me. As like almost 3 consecutive years now, I've like kind of rushed level 100 in Trade League on League Start, and this is the first time I'm exploring the content and just doing something wild and random just because it's a very different League Start for me. I'm having a lot of fun. My totems of fiery balls. Good stuff. In last league, I got to level 100 and I had not even entered the sanctum. Okay, don't attack. Just curse. Curse again. And now the heart. Damage could be better, but I do have 2k life in Act 5 with pretty insane regen. Let's see, what's my regen? 291? Wait, isn't that over 10% of my life per second? I think so. Alright, there we go. Just done, I think? Yeah. Now my resists have all tanked. Yeah, I do have an Enduring Cry, so I can... What would that be? 12 resists if I have the endurance charges up. Ooh, this actually rolled pretty well. Fire, lightning with life. Yeah, that's actually really good. I honestly don't know too much what to do with this 4-link, because I'm actually trying not to use the Molten Strike at all. But let's go get our gems. What did that do to my resists? Fire's capped under on cold and lightning. I should probably help clear this stone because I don't want these totems leaving stragglers. I think the combined might of the totems is actually doing more than I can do with the Molten Strike at this point. Totems do a real good job at tanking damage already. Okay, now this could be an issue. These 2 enemies are kind of stuck in here. Let's see if that's gonna matter. 2 monsters remain. Sure enough. Now, I can't damage them. Let's try taking the Earthbreaker support out of here. Yeah, that doesn't damage them. Okay, let's pop this open, I guess. I guess I can juice this towards the unique. Totems can stay alive against this pack of enemies. Nice. Ow. Okay, well, that sucks. Enemies just stuck in there. Ooh, expedition. Now, I should just check to make sure this zone is completable. Here we go. Yeah, I don't see any enemies in it. There we go. Mission complete. For some reason, it appears my heist locker has removed itself from my... How do I change that? Edit decorations. Oh, does it not show up until I talk to the person in the town? Okay, maybe now I'll have my heist locker. You must complete the quest, the Rogue Harbor, in Act 6 to unlock this decoration for your hideout. Really? You're gonna force me to actually go do the quest to be able to store my heist contract? I don't know that I like that. Alright, so now I can grab Ancestral Bond. You can't deal damage with skills yourself. So the thing I want to know first, Scorching Ray. Okay, Scorching Ray works. Oh, that's huge. I didn't think this was actually going to be possible. So I can lower enemies' fire. So I'm applying fire exposure with this? Yeah, I think. Unleash a beam of fire that burns enemies it touches. Remaining in the beam intensifies the burning, adding a portion of the beam's damage in stages. Inflicts fire exposure at maximum stages. So only at max stages. Okay, well then. What about a Wave of Conviction? Because that'll just get it done instantly. All I want it for is the exposure because it's not going to do damage. Okay, this... Okay, it doesn't... It's not going to work with Wave of Conviction because Wave of Conviction applies exposure based on the damage it deals, and since I can't deal damage with it, it won't do exposure. So then there's Frost Bomb, there's Hydrosphere, minions inflict exposure, Elemental Army. I don't know that I can do anything with that either. So Scorching Ray is the only way I can get fire exposure. And it does say minus 25, so it's a substantial fire exposure. So if we optimize that, this would be probably a faster casting. Cast while channeling with my flammability. That's a lot of blue sockets. And I have 4 totems now? I do. Okay, so then I need a Searing Bond. So a Searing Bond, in addition to the totems, is going to create beams. So then I drop these. But it takes away +1 maximum number of summoned totems. So I guess, based on how I have things set up, I'd have to have a multiple totems linked to the Searing Bond for it to understand that I can have 5 totems. But at the same time, I don't want multiple of the Searing Bond totems because I want to summon these 2, then those 2, and then have a Searing Bond. But I'd have to cast a Searing Bond first so that I could put those 2 down afterwards. That seems pretty awful. Alright, so this just does Fire Dot. Modifiers to spell damage can increase its effectiveness. See, it makes it do less damage even. That's pretty terrible, I think. Like, I want to use the Searing Bond and have my 4, and this is supposed to give me 1 more. The fact that I have to put multiple totems in it to make it work the way I wanted it to, like this, I want this. 4 of these guys, 1 of these with my Scorching Ray. Okay then. So all of the Searing Bond is going to do less damage just so that I can have the max number of my Volcanic Fissure totems. We can control destruction, LE focus that. Oh, burning damage would work there. So Searing Bond, multiple totems, burning damage is what I've got. Unless I can recolor this, which is possible. Perfect. So what's better here? Control destruction. Alright, so how good do the Searing Bonds do? Well, I guess I have to level it. So is it a level 12 gym? Let's see if I can go get that. That'd be in Act 1. Here we go. Here it is, Searing Bond. Level 10. Okay, they're kind of doing some damage. Nothing substantial, but we have these, and then we have a bunch of these, and then it's just that additional thing. I think this Searing Bond's just not going to happen. It's just too much. The Scorching Ray is fine. It takes a while to get going, but I could also not level that at all and just get the cast speed on it to try and ramp up its exposure. So what happens as Scorching Ray levels? Okay, the quality is beam length. That's something. Base duration 1.5 seconds. So maybe it needs increased duration on it because you want the exposure to last. The Dishonored Queen. Can I just spam the Scorching Ray here? And a duration on the curse as well, so I just don't have to recast it if fights are going to take this long? I don't know. It's very strange, to say the least. It almost has felt better just like focusing on the curse and then running around rather than trying to keep a Scorching Ray on something long enough to get the fire exposure. So I guess now my big question is, if I were to get gloves that have the implicit fire exposure, can the totems apply that? Or maybe I could apply that because I could maybe hit enemies, but I wouldn't do damage. So I could apply the exposure on hit if the totems can't. So this might still be possible. The word item. Okay, so if I'm actually going to do this Ancestral Bond thing, I need to make sure my life is on top. I need to make sure I'm on it with the life. I mean, there's Prismatic Skin. I mean, there's Bloodless down here. If I'm going to get the shield, it gives me blood magic. I could just get blood magic. And I really want to get down here to these? Golem's blood's right there as well. I feel like this is just all lining itself up that I could just like take the whole outside edge of this. I get all the life masteries, I get a bunch of regen, I get some Warcry stuff, and all the totems things along the way. Although I don't know that I really want Shamanistic Fury as much, at least right now, because totem placement speed puts them down faster. Yes, good thing, but it's taking from my mana. Yeah, I guess I just go down here for it. Oh, maybe there's options with cluster jewels as well. Damage feels okay. I mean, my survivability also feels okay. Alright, so the totems are going to be dumb and target anything close to them. So I'm gonna have to run around and put these on top of the totems. I need them to fight. Okay, Tukahama. Hard to see the curse in the sea of orange. Make sure it's on the enemy. Ooh, now there's an option. Flat fire damage, attack speed. Okay, maybe. I'd have to craft fizz onto this, for sure. That's fine. But we gotta see what the tree is. Okay, come on. Hook me up. Yikes. Okay, we've got a life leech, rare enemy, and we've got an energy shield aura. Okay, I think we try a different one. Fighting 2 rare enemies that have like 6 times more HP than you would think they had. Not something I'm looking forward to. Damage slaps pretty good once everything's rolling. A unique just dropped through the wall. Oh, okay. Queen's Decree. Enemy died to the traps. It's getting melted. Ow, that hurt a little bit. Yeah, the blood magic would definitely be better. Actually, like mana issues. It's probably related more to the Scorching Ray than anything else, because it looks like it's draining me, and it's only level 4. Right on. Cruising right along. Alright, let's see if this mace is gonna be any kind of good. Hopefully it's actually doable here. I went to a lower level zone just to try this. Stuff does so much damage. Okay, it looks like this stuff's doing chaos damage. So that is bad for my totems, I think. Yikes! Okay, I'll eventually make it through this one, I think. It's really crazy how much harder this Crucible stuff is than everything else. At the same time, there's a lot of power behind it, so maybe it needs to be this difficult? I don't know. Imagine there's probably been a few rips to Crucible in hardcore. Okay, what is it? 3 to 8 chaos damage. Socketed gems supported by life tap. Impale, crit chance. So Impale doesn't help. Sapping enemies doesn't help. Life tap doesn't really help. So it's really just some flat chaos damage and Blacksmith's Clout, which is something. Let's throw it in here. Put the flat fizz on it. 84 to 146 with a bunch of extra flat fire. The totems are 701. Goes to 680. But I could also get a shield. If I would have gotten a better roll on the passive tree, this might have been good. It is really close. Maybe with that weapon, it'd probably be better to switch out of the added fire damage for a weapon elemental damage, since it was giving me the flat fire. It could be better going that route. The flat damage, the spells and attacks implicit on a wand, that's crazy. Seismic Trap. I wonder, does this count as me? Level 1 Seismic Trap can actually deal damage to enemies here? What? Okay, so with Ancestral Bond, you can still use traps. That doesn't count as you. That's interesting. I mean, there's nothing that would hurt from me just dropping these seismic traps. Oh, I guess the boss moves. It just doesn't really help. Cool. Get all of my passive points. 3 passives. So if I get the mace damage, well, I'm not even using a mace. I'm using an axe. I think I'm going to wind up using maces. Ooh. Oh, okay. Let's get Bloodless, and then fires damage with attack skills. Lava Lash is 8% fire pin. That'll be good. Ooh, a Thief's Torment. Interesting. 34 on the all res. I mean, resists are almost capped. That's better than they were. Sure, I guess. Wailing Essence of Zeal. I actually need to keep the Scorching Ray level 1. Next waypoint, I need to go get that fixed. Okay, so even though my totems are hitting the exploding crystal guy, the crystals spawn on me. Good to know. Don't level the Scorching Ray. There we go. Iron Ignite resistant enemy, kind of an issue. And here's another 8% fire pin though. This almost feels kind of like a minion build. I kind of have to stand here and pretty much do nothing and things die. Whoa! There's some 6 sockets. Cool. Binding orbs. Okay, it's starting to open up. Get this level 50 zone. It's like, oh, okay, here's some things. I'm gonna have to improve on this weapon though, for sure. Jagged foil and more 6 sockets. Okay, Fidelitas Spike. That's not super useful. It's a leveling weapon. So this axe requires dex to wield. I think that's going to be the deciding factor into I want to use maces, because if I'm focusing armor and I have resolute technique, then I don't need dex for anything. Hey, lots of gym levels. Fire exposure -5, fire res is solid. It's so hard to get that exposure up though. I think I just start going for more totem damage down here. Really crazy. It feels like my clear is so terrible on this, but bossing wise, I feel like this is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie. Certain rare enemies that are fire resistant are bad, and I'm still using this weapon, level 35, so Act 4 weapon, and it didn't have anything great here. Lightning damage, a little bit of attack speed. I can literally just run around and wait for it to die. And there we go. I think though, if I get this ascendancy, 100% increased effective ancestor totems buffs, which is currently 17% AoE, that could really help them. Maybe be better at clearing. There is also these fire nodes here that have AoE, which also would get me some more int, which I'm going to need. And I'm gonna need this life mastery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'll have access to all of my life masteries in getting everything. I think it'll all come together. It's a slow grind through things currently. And I'm probably overkilling things, but I'm been having a lot of fun exploring with this. I don't think I gotta worry about these voodoo totems, because if anything's gonna take reflected damage, it's gonna be the totems, since I can't do damage. And this is the last lab trial before I can go get that lab. I think they're better at bosses, because the bosses, they can normally focus one target. When they're like swarmed by enemies, they're launching their balls all over the place, and that makes it much harder for them to really hit the tankier enemies. Scorching Ray does actually help though. It's kind of a pain to use, but it helps. I might have found some new gear here. I just gotta now fix sockets. I don't need this seismic trap. I don't need this searing bond. I'm just nixing that idea. If it worked without multiple totems, absolutely, we could do that. But if I can just make this all reds real quick, then I can just swap this helmet in, swap these boots in. I need to go craft movement speed and probably cold res. Yep, that's what it looks like. And then I get 14 rarity. Helmet gets cold res. Boots. Movement speed. I can't do the chaos one. That's fine. That was 300 life I just gained from that. So I will take it. Dying breath. I don't think I can really use this for anything. No. Oh boy. Okay, that's not bad. Spy's grip. What did that give me? Nothing. Vol clarity. Vol absolution. Vol lightning trap. 89 fractured life on a shield. Solid for level 56 item. What about this dread maul though? 5 life per hit. Come on. 81 life on a helmet. Okay, so Scorching Ray can get me Corrupting Blood. That's not ideal. Act 7's about finished. Means I get all my passives now. The 4 passives here get me totem damage, 4% attack speed, 8% attack speed. One more level gets me Panopticon, gets me more AoE. Should be a nice damage buff as we go into lab. Resists are good. Okay, what are we dealing with here? Golems, that's fine. Oh, the damage is super nice too. Much better than the last time. Oh, I actually killed that one. I killed the dangerous one. Wasn't trying to, but it happened. Conduits. I actually have to try and hit those. Nice. Wow. Now that's an amulet. Do I need the dex? I do need the dex. Oh, I need the extra int on that even. Okay. Need the dex for the weapon. Need the int for helmet and gloves. I could slap some int on this though, but then I need to get out of this axe. No traps. This should be easy, I think. Oh yeah, just keep the totems focused in the right spot. And there we go. Twice blessed. Damage leeches life you killed recently. That doesn't really help. Oh! Damage penetrates LRE res if you haven't killed recently. Oh, well okay, I can't kill things. So that's just more damage. That's nuts. Okay, then Ascendancy. I think eventually I will be covering enemies in ash with the war cry. So I don't think I actually want Death's Fury. This fire conversion saves me a passive point and then gives me Business Extra pretty often. Enemies near your totems take increased physical and fire damage, deal less damage, and I get increased area of effect. So it's pretty much what I wanted out of this node, but better. Okay. I take that one. 25% AoE. So this one says like the 100% increased activation range. I don't understand what that means. That could let the totems hit from further away, or it's the range in which I get the buff. But I almost can get off screen from them and have that buff, so if that's what it is, that shouldn't matter. So I'd like to think it's just totem range, which is actually something that they need. And now I can craft int on this amulet. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I can't do the hybrid without unveiling stuff. Okay, not yet on that. Okay, so enemies have this little red aura around them now to specify that they're near the totem, and then take increased fire damage. And the AoE. Increased area effect while you have a totem. Okay, that, like, I saw that affect my flammability curse. That's big as well. Probably also affects the scorching ray. No, that's just a duration thing. There's the next passive point. That is Panopticon. Another 30% totem damage, 50% increased effect of that buff. That's another 8% AoE. Arcali. I don't know that we get quite as good as overlaps as I was hoping for. Yeah, a lot of the projectiles are launching way back out here. Got phase 1 though without or going down. And phase 2 as well. Awesome. You got rock breakers. This it? No. The rate we're going, I'm gonna find a one-handed weapon better than this axe. I bet if you're playing something like this in a dark room, the volcanic fissure would probably be absolute torture on your eyes. Or at least in this capacity of it anyways, where it's just fountains of fiery balls. I guess a lot just the brightness of it, which makes me wonder. Oh, it doesn't even give me the option down here. I guess there is no micro for it. I mean, it came out last league, so not too terribly surprising. Oh, Spidey Maul? What you got? Nope. What's in here? Do you have any mauls? Totemic is not what I want. I don't want a magic one either. I feel like there's a lot more magic items in here than normal. Act 8 is really like the beginning of the test of can your build clear packs? And I think with the amount of AoE I just got, it's improved a lot real fast. I'm still on the Act 4 axe. Next passive. Ironwood is good. At 30 all-res. Armor for me as well. Could go ahead and get more life here. Well, the damage seems to be doing fine. I guess I just go for Golem's Blood. Get even more regen. It really sucks not having that 100% increased vitality mana reservation efficiency on this life mastery. That's gone. That used to like cut the mana cost of vitality in half. Taking care of the expedition nicely. Mallet. I don't think that's good enough. Red Maul. No, it has to have better flat fizz than that. I don't know, I feel like it can be better than that as well. Wow, I can't even consider staves right now because I don't have the int for that. Ugh. And Fractum though. Alright, Dodre. Exposure off. Ow. Kind of let that happen. And poof. Honestly, I really can't complain about too much. The damage is not terrible at this point. My weapon is pretty bad. And I have a lot of life with an amulet and rings with no life. First character to enter Forge of the Titans. That's something I've never seen show up before. Character's level 90 already. Game ladder. Elementalist Jug down to 85. 85 to 90. I'm really glad I'm not like pushing. And able to just kind of relax and figure out this weird build. So good. I don't know how long the totems last. Alright, I probably actually need my hands to deal with Coleman though. And there he goes. Golem's Blood. Almost 3k life. Oh, I might have found my weapon. Let's see. Is this enough? I don't think it's enough at this point. I think I've already outscaled this. 48 all attributes on that though. Yeah, having this earlier would have been awesome. But it still doesn't compete at that point where I need to switch loot filter. Okay. And then what do I need? I need one-handed maces two-handed maces as well. Yeah, that should do it. Okay, so all of those should show up. Maybe it's not handed. It's probably just hand. There we go. It shows up. Beautiful. Reed's Embrace. Oh, did it show up? Is it this ornate mace? It's slower. Flat Fizz is higher though. My first map, Bone Crypt. All right, let's see. Oh, rip. Oh, it spawned me all the way back down here. That is so far away. Okay, so yeah, you don't want to get corpse exploded by these things because they have so much life. It's absurd. Wow, they do so much damage. Does let you keep trying though. This whole system could easily just be like, you fail it if you die. Got it. All right, what did we get? Reduced attack speed for extra damage. This one goes to 4. Energy leech, ignite prolif for attack speed, or quality pale effect. I don't think that is it. I do not think that is it. So let's see here. World of Ashes in here. We've got 1567, the 1661, and a shield. The attack time goes way off, but so I guess for now it's just the Lycosidae because it's what I have. Ooh, I got a unique coming from Delirium. I was kind of worried about Deliriums with this build. I feel like it's going to be a little bit slow, but 3 stacks, it's not terrible. We got Crown of the Pale King, Reflect. It's not it. Something else I need to add to the loot filter. I need shields on here. This shield's already just better. It has more like, wow, 60 life and 30 movement speed, but takes dex. And I got the pin on mine. 3 skill points. I'm sending towards Soul of Steel. Unset Ring. Void Eye. Harbinger of Lunaris. Runs away from totems. Get him done. Back Dex. Emperor's Luck. Lars Lunaris. Let's go. They whack so hard. They're super slow now, but they smack real hard. I feel like it was a pretty slow start to this, but it's coming together really nicely, I'd say. It's actually functioning better than I expected it to. And we're just getting started with it. And there's a pile driver. Ooh, Ebony Tower shields. Okay, that's going to be a part of the goal for next time. I'm going to start slapping these Ebony Tower shields in the Crucibles and see if I can get one to give me a unique on vendor and try and get that Tukahama shield and get an additional totem. That would also force me into blood magic, so it's kind of crazy, but it should be good. Run it through the blood aqueduct real quick. Made my leap slam super slow, losing the attack speed. Enemies can't leech life from me anymore. I don't know if enemies can leech life from totems. A little bit hard to tell when most damage my totems don't take any. Yeah, they're just sitting in corpse explosions and fine at this point. I'd be really disappointed though if the Scorching Ray wasn't working to let me put that exposure down. But since it is, it's really, really nice. Another level. This one gets me Soul of Steel. And I always put the POB in the video description of the character as it ends up. So if you want to see what that's looking like, investigate it further, it will be in the video description. But yeah, it's the first actually chill, relaxing league start I've had in a long time. Last league I was level 93 before I went to sleep, I'm pretty sure, on league start. And this time we're level 64 just into Act 9. It's crazy. Azimite daggers. Yeah, you might actually be able to target, create uniques with enough of the crucibles. You just grab the base type that you're looking for. Just keep throwing them in there until you get the tree that you're looking for. I don't know how common it is to get that. I think I've only seen it once, but I haven't crucibled a ton of weapons. I've only messed with the ones that are useful for me, and I can crucible shields. Okay, that's going to be high priority next time as well. But there we go. There's a league start, a random build, no planning. I'm using Ancestral Bond. That's just crazy to me. I've never had a build that made use of this, and it's surprisingly doing pretty well. I'm pretty happy with it. And that's all I've got for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'd like to thank you for watching. Definitely hit the like button as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. If you'd like to help support my channel, please consider using the super thanks to the heart icon just below the video or by joining to become a member. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.